We turn our attention to the fate of the Congress party in the state of Punjab, where it's struggling to keep its flock together, particularly after the resignation of Captain Amarinder Singh as Chief Minister and his exit from the party. Several Congress MLAs have stepped forward and complained about not being allowed to do their work in the state, and they've also claimed that the party has weakened before the upcoming assembly elections to be held in the state of Punjab next year. Let's listen into the reactions that have come in to this particular story.
रविंदर सिंह जी बाजवा जो है, ना केवल मेरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी या राविंदर बाजवा की कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी, 10 ऐसे कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी हैं पंजाब की यहाँ पे पार्टी को कमज़ोर कर रहे हैं, और वो जानबूझ के अकाली दल के नेता जो वहाँ हैं उनकी सपोर्ट के लिए वहाँ पे कांग्रेस को किया जा रहा है और वर्कर्स को डिसहार्डन किया जा रहा है। तो ट्रेडिशनल कांग्रेसमैन है जो सैकड़ों सालों से जो हमारी प्रथा है उसको लेके चले हुए हैं, और वो कई सालों से पार्टी का काम कर रहे हैं, उनको डिस्करेज करके अकाली दल की सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, और हमने ये मुद्दा उठाया है।
Well, I think the party is already taking action on all this. This is a party matter and we have discussed it on the party forum. So I'm very hopeful that the party will see to all this, because yes, there have been interference by senior ministers trying to put down the others, trying to weaken them in their constituencies, which I feel should not be there, because it's a teamwork. If the team members, if all of us doesn't win, then how the government is going to perform? But I think party is taking care of that.
मेरे में सुनने तो नहीं आया, लेकिन जैसे आप बता रहे हो ऐसी बात हो सकती है। कहीं जगह पे कोई ना कोई कॉमन जगह भी होती है, कोई कॉमन डिस्ट्रिक्ट होते हैं, कॉमन कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज की होती हैं, कुछ लोग इधर होते हैं। लाइक इन माय ओन केस, माय 45 विलेजेस आर इन डिस्ट्रिक्ट फाजिलका एंड रेस्ट आर इन इन फिरोजपुर। तो अब मेरा काम दोनों तरफ है, तो मेरे को तो दोनों तरफ इंटरफेयर करना पड़ेगा ना। तो ऐसे कई जगह पे ऐसे मसले हैं, दैट इज इंटरनल मैटर।
Let me go across to Gurpreet Singh Cheena for more coming from the factionalism that we are witnessing within the ranks of the Congress party. Gurpreet, good morning. Now, in the build-up to any state election, we normally see a show of unity on the part of any political party that is participating in those elections, but that unity seems elusive right now for the Congress party.
Well, yes, of course. Let's see that political equation, that how the Congress infighting is increasing day by day. We have seen that earlier the Delhi High Command has made a formula saying that if they are going to replace the Chief Minister of Punjab, specifically Captain Amarinder Singh, there will be no internal fighting within the Congress. But we have seen that Navjot Singh Sidhu and Charanjit Singh Channi, the Punjab Chief Minister, they are already at the loggerhead. Even yesterday, Rahul Gandhi called them to placate both the leaders, whether it's Charanjit Singh Channi, Navjot Singh Sidhu, and what we have learned from the sources also, Sunil Jakhar was also called by the party high command to discuss about the election strategies. So all the leaders, top leaders of the Congress party, they are not on the same page, but it's more startling facts which are coming from the local MLAs from various constituencies. Some of the leaders, they have come openly saying that the way some of the ministers, they are trying to overpower, they are not trying to let them to work in their constituency. That will be a more damaging for the Congress in upcoming elections. So now we can see a lot of voices are coming up within the Congress. Earlier we have seen in the top leadership there was infighting, but now we can see that how this infighting has gone into bottom, and now there is more revolt from the MLAs. And specifically one thing is very important: the people, the MLAs, the ministers who are very close to Captain Amarinder Singh, they are being targeted by Navjot Singh Sidhu camp. So nobody is thinking about the Congress party, but everybody is thinking to overpower the MLAs, and that's why this time the MLAs from within the Congress party, they have come forward. They are raising their voice against some of the ministers.
Stay on the line with us. And the BJP, which is of course in opposition in the state of Punjab, is not wasting any opportunity at taking jibes at the fate of the Congress party, which is experiencing serious factionalism right now in the state. Let's listen into this reaction coming from the BJP.
Gandhi has to tell what are they doing in Punjab, or Channi has to tell what they are doing in Punjab. I mean, MLAs are elected to perform in the constituency, to work for the people of the constituency. People give them mandate to work for the development of the constituency. I mean, they are withholding the development work because of political agenda, and then the agenda is the game plan between the party. I mean, it's nothing that is versus some other party, although they have no right to hold the work of other party MLAs also. But they're doing so within the party itself. This shows what sort of party they are running and what sort of democracy they are talking about. Otherwise, they keep just something about democracy every day, now and then. But that's how they run their democracy, and this is how they run their government.
And it's not just the BJP. Captain Amarinder Singh, the former Punjab Chief Minister, who in fact resigned as Chief Minister and also ended up leaving the Congress party, has also reacted to the state of affairs within the Congress in the state of Punjab. Let's listen to what he said.
मीटिंग रखी गई थी नो कॉन्फिडेंस अगेंस्ट अपने मेयर के खिलाफ, लेकिन उन्होंने जिन्नी उन्होंने वोटां चाहिए सी उन्होंने वोटां नहीं मिलियां। इत्थे एक पासे नूं 25 सी और दूजे पासे नूं मेरे ख्याल 36 सी, और उन्होंने चाहिए सी 2 तिहाई नहीं मिली उन्होंने, देयरफॉर नो कॉन्फिडेंस फेल हो गया।
Well, let me go across once again to Gurpreet. Gurpreet, of course, we see the BJP as well as Captain Amarinder Singh reacting in a similar vein to the situation that the Congress party finds itself in the state of Punjab. Now, in the aftermath of the repeal of the farm laws by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, what kind of machinations are you witnessing between the BJP as well as Captain Amarinder Singh in the build-up to the next elections?
Well, that everybody is moving very, very calculated way, and we have seen that after a repealing of farm laws, a lot of leaders they are aspiring to join BJP. And yesterday we have seen Shiromani Akali Dal, one of the tall leaders from Shiromani Akali Dal, who was the face of Shiromani Akali Dal in Delhi, Manjinder Singh Sesai, has already joined the BJP. At the same time, we can see even Captain Amarinder Singh, he is already talking about the BJP seat sharing. He has already said that if the farm laws are going to be repealed, he will be going for the seat sharing with the BJP. At the same time, we can see that there is another faction of Akali Dal, Mr. Dinsa, Sukhdev Singh Dinsa, they are also trying to mull the situation here. So political calculations are totally changing at the ground. But at the same time, if we can talk about the Congress, infighting is increasing in manifold. It has been increased manifold, and every day we have seen that infighting within the Congress is coming out. Yesterday, the way I have already told you, Rahul Gandhi summoned all the top leadership of Congress party from Punjab. He was trying to placard all the leaders. But at the same time, at this point of time, the story which we are breaking, some of the MLAs, some of the Congress leaders, they have come openly. They're saying that they are not letting them work properly in the constituency. And the one reason is very clear, that these leaders were close to Captain Amarinder Singh, and that's why in Navjot Singh Sidhu camp they are trying to sideline, and somebody was trying to overpower these leaders. So infighting is going on. But if we can see overall political situation, even Shiromani Akali Dal is worried about their leadership.
Gurpreet, of course, we'll track all the developments coming from the state of Punjab with regards to the state that the Congress party finds itself in there. We now turn our attention